Right. So my guest now is the author of the workbook Mental Health for Metalheads, Your Way To Wellbeing, which comes out 1st of July, right?
Yeah, 1st of July paperback, but you can get it 1st of June hardback as well.
All right. So yeah, I saw the price point for the Kindle being £6.66. Was that you?
Yeah, you get to choose.
Good man. So looking at the book then, so what was it that kind of made you realize that sort of mainstream, sort of your ordinary sort of mental health stuff and self-help space might not really work for, the likes of us?
Like just my own life, I've been struggling with my mental health since childhood, basically, and
Mm,
it never once dawned on me to get into self-help until I was like very late 30s.
yeah.
But I'm an absolute dyed-in-the-wool rock and metal fan, and I
Mm.
just kind of thought like once I did get into it, it was like if there had been something to bridge the gap, I probably would have got well a lot sooner.
Uh, well, yeah, I mean, having sort of experienced that sort of stuff myself, yeah, it's all very much sort of listen to this floaty music with all the whales. No.
No, like the only floaty music I want is Echoes by Pink Floyd. Thank you very much.
Yeah. So, I mean, how did you approach writing this? So, I looked at what you've said in various interviews, and you've said basically that it's not just like basically it's not a textbook. I mean, you're a nurse,
No,
right?
correct. Yeah.
So you could have gone sort of very much the medical route, but you decided not to.
Yeah, it's so like whilst I am a nurse, the book is because it is more like I'm a patient,
Right.
myself. So the book is more like we're in it together, you and me,
Mm.
as equals. I'm not some, Harvard University professor who, is trying to teach you stuff you don't know. It's more like I'm giving you band recommendations. Oh, you
Yeah.
like Slipknot too. Have you heard this band? It's
All
sort of
right.
like that,
Yeah.
but for mental health.
Yeah. So basically, approaches that have worked for you is kind of what you're talking about on this thing.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
so it's been extensively researched. Like I researched it for like 18 months. So it's stuff that did work for me, and it's also stuff that might work for you that
Mm.
I haven't physically had the time to do yet either because there's so much in the it's like saying, have you listened to every band? It's
Yeah.
like I've given it a damn good shot, but like I still, I haven't heard
Oh yeah, I know
every,
that one. Yeah.
you know, every band coming out of Norway.
Mm.
Despite my best efforts. So it's,
Yeah.
there is more self-help media than you could fit in a year.
Yes, definitely.
And this is trying to funnel and condense it into a
Mm.
playlist of like the greatest hits.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, that sort of that sort of it's needed because, as you say, that there is a lot of stuff out there, and it is somewhat overwhelming. You go to sort of look for something that might help you, and you've just like there's a literal wall of stuff.
Yeah. Like myself, when I was, first ready to try it, it was like, okay, how about a book? Oh no, there's like 4,000 books on like,
Yeah.
that are highly recommended. Okay, how about a podcast? Oh no, there's 1,700 podcasts. What about a YouTube
Yes.
video? Oh no, there's thousands of YouTube. And it's
Yeah.
every conceivable medium is chock full of everything from, different disciplines, psychiatrists, psychologists,
Mm.
psychiatric nurses, counselors, patients with lived experience. There's
Mm.
different types of therapy. That there's different, people who are more scientific, people who are more spiritual, people who are more
Yeah.
person-centered, and it's like it's a lot to even like
Yeah.
where do you start? And that's kind of what this book is. It's like here's some places you could start.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I did notice that you've got an afterword from Kate Quinn.
I'm very grateful for that.
Mm.
Yeah, you mentioned in our correspondence for setting up this podcast that you play D&D together.
Yeah, I run the heavy metal therapy sort of, yeah, the D&D group that we've got in Huddersfield. And yeah, there we go. And yes, oh God, she's not very lucky with the dice. Not very lucky at all.
I used to be like that with Warhammer. Yeah,
Mm.
loved painting them. As soon as we played, I'd just like kill everything by, or get killed by everything. Couldn't
All
couldn't win
right,
a dice roll.
what army did you play?
Uh, Orcs or Chaos.
Oh, all right, yeah, yeah. I'm an Eldari or Drakari player myself, so yeah, we do. That's another thing, don't it? Sort of, we're into metal. We've got mental health problems. We're also Warhammer nerds.
That's a huge part of the community, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
Like just ask Bolt Thrower.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, well, Sabat as well, if you remember. I mean,
Yeah,
Sabat. Yeah, yeah,
I've got Sabbat references in the book.
yeah. Oh, yeah. I remember getting hold of that Blood for the Blood God flexi disc in that edition of White Dwarf. That was one of my first ever sort of steps into the more extreme side of metal.
I'm jealous.
I mean, until then, it was just like Iron Maiden and maybe Slayer. They were sort of the most extreme I got. And then, yeah, that came along in an issue of White Dwarf. And it's like, this is something very different.
I mean, even Saxon have that album with the Space Marine on the motorbike on the front. Is it
Mm,
Forever Free?
yeah.
Uh,
Now, talking to cover art, you managed to get Ed Repka.
I did. I'm
So, I mean, how did
again
that come
very
about?
proud of it.
Yeah.
Like long story short, I just asked him if he'd be interested.
Right.
He's a very sought after and in demand guy, and you have like an application process where you kind of pitch to him why he should
Mm.
do it, and he did choose to work with me because it
Oh,
was
cool.
something you know he hadn't done recently. As I've never done a self-help book for
Right.
metalheads before, and the way I kind of pitched it to him was I would love the color scheme from Leprosy by Death, the
Mm.
kind of build-ins from like Game Over and Peace Cells, um,
Yeah.
and then my mascots in kind of the lotus position with names of therapy as the patches on the battle jacket, and
Mm.
he delivered so much better than I could even imagine. It was amazing. It was like he
Mm.
not only had he read my mind, but he exceeded my you know
Oh, yeah.
my mind. So very honored and
Mm.
grateful for that.
So you're also donating 50% of your share of the profits into the Sophie Lancaster Foundation. I mean, can
Yeah,
you tell us something about your connection with their work?
just the same as everyone in the community.
Mm.
That what they do is important, and like as
Yeah,
someone who has been through bullying, abuse,
yeah,
etc. from non-metal people because of
mm.
our subculture and identity.
Yeah,
you know there was no question about it. Like one of the main ideas with the book was like, I want to donate to them.
yeah,
It was what's the word, foundational to the whole
mm.
thing. Quite glad they accepted though, because um they don't have to. And so
Yeah, true. Yeah,
it went through like a, what's the word, due diligence thing where they
mm.
checked the book and
Yeah,
checked that wasn't problematic or anything first
yeah.
before agreeing. So yeah, it's nice to get their seal of approval, and
Oh, excellent. Yeah, yeah.
hopefully it'll do some good.
So on to you then. How did you first get into metal? So I mean, what was your gateway band?
uh but well, it depends what. So
Mm.
my gateway would have been, other than not metal, would have been Green Day.
All
um
right.
just as a 10-year-old or whatever.
Yeah. Mm.
But my brothers and cousins were listening to Metallica, Guns N' Roses,
Yeah.
Slayer, Sepultura was a big one. Like Roots came out
Mm.
when I
Oh,
was
yeah.
in
Yeah.
primary school.
Yeah. This would have
Um,
been what, sort of late 80s, early 90s? Or are you
yeah,
younger than that?
yeah. So I was in primary school in the 90s, and then it was the year
Right.
2000 I moved to high school.
Ah, right. Yeah.
Um, so like I was exposed to all of that throughout the 90s, and then
Mm.
like when you get into high school is usually around the time you get into music. So
Yeah. True. Yeah.
for me it was Slipknot's first album, which, well, I
Mm.
guess was 99. So that kind of 99 2000, like Slipknot were my
Yeah.
like, if you don't count Green Day, Offspring, non-metal.
Mm. Oh, no,
I,
it all counts. I mean, I kind of started with Queen. And then through a friend of mine at the time, I kind of discovered Iron Maiden. And this was what, late 80s? So, like, my first gig was Metallica when they were still doing
uh,
theatres. Yes, I am that
Jealous,
old.
and I am that jealous.
So, yeah, I mean, what was your first gig?
First gig was Ozfest 2000. Ozzy wasn't there because he was in a quad bike accident, so Tool
Oh,
played
yeah.
two a headline slot as long as
Mm.
Tool's set and Ozzy's set.
Yeah.
Um, Slayer were there, Therapy, Mushroom Head, American Head Charge.
Mm.
Trying to think who else. Drowning Pool. I think Flaw were there.
Right.
Yeah, like a lot of System of a Down on
Mm.
Toxicity. That was one of the, if not headliners, that was one of the higher up the bill bands. System of a
Yeah.
Down.
Mm. So, good start, then.
Yeah,
Good place to start.
varied. You get
Mm.
Slayer on God Hits Us All,
Mm.
plus proggy Tool on a
Yeah, yeah.
double long set, plus lots of new metal.
I mean, I don't know about you, but that's one of the things I really love about metal is that it's so varied.
Absolutely. My absolute favorite type of music is thrash, and I could listen
Mm.
to, you know, the same 30 thrash albums every day for, 20 years
Mm.
if someone let me. But equally, I like every type of metal. Like I don't even, I'm not snobby about hair metal. I'm not snobby about new
Yeah.
metal. I'm not snobby about gent. I like it all.
Mm.
You know, Black
Ditto.
Death. Commercial, extreme, anything.
Yeah.
Give me some metal under any context.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I've started getting into things. I mean, things like Death by Romy and Scene Queen as well, purely because it's the attitude more than anything else. That's a metal attitude. They may not be using guitars and whatever in the studio, but the attitude is pure metal.
I've heard of Scene Queen through podcasts and stuff. I haven't got a
Mm.
chance to hear them yet.
Oh yeah, I mean, she did I think it was on the last album. One of the collaborations was with the singer from Set It Off.
Ah, that's
So
credentials.
she's got credentials, and
Sounds good.
yeah, just I'm up for trying just about anything, to be honest. I mean, that which is quite unusual for people my age, apparently.
Look, you know, there's stereotypes, but I
Yeah,
think anyone you meet in real life doesn't seem to actually fit that. It seems to be
agreed.
like the six people on the internet who give everyone a bad reputation.
Oh yeah, I think you're right about that. Yeah. So, I mean, who are you listening to at the moment?
Um, Acid Rain a lot because they put out a new album.
Yeah, they did, didn't they?
Uh,
Yeah.
Corrosion of Conformity are
Mm.
one of my absolute lifelong favorite bands. I got into them late, like not until like 2010 or something.
Yeah.
But like once I did, it was, Hard Eyes Forever. And their
Mm.
new album, Good God, Bad Man, is so good.
Mm.
um, so Acid Rain's new album and COC's new album has been a lot of my listening. This year, a lot of Candlemass, a lot of
All right.
Vicious Rumors,
Mm.
L7. I never listened to L7 before, and during the writing of the book, I had them on a lot. Got into them.
Yeah.
Who else? Liege Lord, Screamer, because I was looking for bands that sound like
Mm.
early Queensryche.
Yeah.
um, Queensryche. Trying to think who else. Uh, like quite a bit of death. Dismember, Entombed,
Mm.
Gorguts. Um, yeah, a bit of everything.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah. Halloween put out a new album last year.
Mm.
Was really good.
Yeah. That Pumpkins United lineup is fantastic. I'd love to
Yeah,
see them live.
I had tickets to see them live, but it was like in the COVID era, and
Oh
um,
no.
I have a son who has dodgy lungs, and I was like, I can't
Yeah.
risk it. um,
Yeah.
but yeah, next time they're anywhere near me, I'm going.
Yeah. All right. So, what was the first gig you took him to?
Nothing yet. He's too little.
Ah. Ah. Oh look, mate. I took my two. Well, me and the missus. We took our 2 year old to. Well, when he was two, took him to Bloodstock. His
Oh,
first gig
really?
was Bloodstock.
Oh, wow. Mine's
At the
6,
age
but
of 5, he wanted to go see. He wanted to go to Bloodstock to see Rob Zombie.
oh,
And
wow.
so 5 years old, trying valiantly to stay awake that Sunday night just so he could watch Rob Zombie.
Wow, my kids have no interest in metal whatsoever.
All right. Yeah.
They're like, if anything, they're repulsed by it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Dave's a massive Sabaton fan, so I think
Oh,
we
me too.
I think we've got the yeah. I mean, yeah, that's literally all he listens to. So, but then again, they're a good band.
Educational as well,
Oh,
you know.
definitely, yeah, yeah.
If he's gonna pass his GCSE history anyway.
Oh, yeah, yeah. I mean, that's it. He's a massive fan of it. You know, he's a proper historian. I mean, he's doing his GCSEs now, and yeah, I mean, the history is where he's looking to do really well. So, yeah, yeah. Anybody who says you can't learn anything from heavy metal is talking out their backside.
I think most of my education came from Iron Maiden deep cuts.
I think there's a few of us who could probably say that. So, all right. What is for you? I mean, for a band who everybody loves that you just don't get. Just a sort of
Let
random questions.
me think. Burzum. I can't get past the whole,
Yeah,
you
the
know,
Nazi thing.
yeah.
Yeah,
And like I know they're important, I know they're historical, I know they're
yeah,
influential. Can't do it. Like, sorry.
yeah. Agreed. Yeah.
um, can't.
I mean, to be honest, for me, it's Ghost.
I'm, I've heard that a lot. I didn't get into them for the first
Yeah.
3 albums, and then it just clicked.
Mm,
And like now I love them, love them, love them, love them.
yeah.
But at the
I
start,
mean,
I
that's
was
what I've
just like,
tried.
they look like Behemoth, but they sound
Yeah,
like, I don't know, Jethro Tull, and it's like
yeah.
the the dissonance of that.
Like, but their version of "Son of a Preacher Man" is amazing. But just like, yeah. I'm sorry, I just don't get it.
Yeah, I love them, love them, love them now,
Mm,
but for years it was just like, what is this? Like, what? Why are you?
yeah.
I don't get this. So yeah, I totally feel you on that one. Um,
Mm. I want to love them as well, but
I think that the biggest thing for me was not treating them as a metal band, but treating them as
mm,
like a 70s prog band.
yeah,
um once you like go, that bit's from Genesis. That bit's from King Crimson. That bit's from
Mm,
Yes. That bit's from Jethro Tull. Um, it clicked for me a lot more than trying to,
yeah.
especially in the early days when he had the full on,
Mm,
skull Pope
yes. Oh
face.
yeah.
I just expected it to be, Winter Philith or something, and it's
Yeah.
just not.
I mean, that's the thing. I liked the image, the whole big image, and then it turns out they are basically doing sort of occult hard rock,
Yeah,
and I really wanted to like them purely because of that. But just like, nah, sorry. They've got a few good songs. I will give them that, but nah, I just
like
unfortunately they've passed me by a bit.
yeah, like not everyone has to like everything.
Yeah, true. Again, that's one of the great things about metal. There's so much of it that we can have discussions like this, and you say, "Oh yeah, yeah, I agree with you," but yeah, fair enough, yeah. But then there will be bands that we both love.
Definitely. Yeah, for absolutely years, my best friend didn't like Metallica. It's like, how can you be a metal?
Yeah,
Sure, that's the first thing, but he just
yeah,
had no interest for like 30 years, and then he got
mm,
into them later in life. So yeah, it's
yeah, fair enough.
uh,
So, have you got one album or band that you constantly keep coming back to? You listen to them really heavily for a while, and then you kind of step away for a bit, and then you've just got. I mean, for example, for me, it's Motorhead, but you just sort of kind of. What's your favorite band in that sort of way? The one that you can keep coming back to.
it's probably Pantera.
Right.
Obviously, not condoning modern Phil post,
Yeah.
you know, um, post Dime
Yes.
Bash, but like those five albums, I can't not love the music on them, even if
Mm,
you know.
yeah.
So like, in those five albums, there's enough variety, enough evolution, enough
Yeah.
uh, there's proggy bits, there's ballady bits, there's really really
Mm,
extreme bits, there's really like groovy bits. It's
yeah.
those five albums, Desert Island, I think that would
Yeah.
be enough.
Oh yeah. I mean, the Abbott brothers were definitely the talent in that band, and they were damn good.
Yeah, it's a shame, for a lot of younger people, they're like, ugh, that redneck racist band, kind of like I was with Burzum there.
Yeah.
Like I just wouldn't touch them. And it's,
Mm,
um, but because I fell in love so hard for so long before all of
yeah.
the unpleasantness, it's just, it's stuck. Like I can't
Yeah.
unstick it.
Right. Right. Whenever I interview anyone, I always end the interview with the same question. What I'm going to ask you to do is pick 3 songs to play in the show after the interview. Now, it can be 3 songs you've loved forever, 3 songs off the top of your head, 3 songs off your last playlist. So, what 3 songs do you want me to play after this interview?
Okay. Conniption King by Acid Rain off that new album, just because
Mm-hmm.
it's fucking mighty. Um, Downhill by Rishlu, because it's underrated. Rishloo. They're kind of a prog band, a bit like a Perfect Circle
All
meets
right.
Carnival,
Yeah.
from Seattle. And Disintegrate by Zyklon, because the chorus in it is just so
Oh,
rising.
Zyklon. Yeah. I love that band.
It's a shame they
Um,
broke up. Like, I mean, you get Emperor
Yeah,
back, so that's good, but
yeah, true. But Cyclone were awesome.
so
Those two
groovy.
albums are incredible.
Uh, yeah, I love them. I did work on them in IT class in high school. I made like a
All right.
little Zyklon fan website for IT homework in high school. That's
Mm.
yeah, great band. And you never hear about them these days. Because
No,
I
you
feel like
don't.
they were like on the cover of Terrorizer and stuff, and
Yeah,
in the back of Metal Hammer, like they were like really well respected and well regarded while they were there, and it seems like
yeah.
everyone's
And then they just
forgot.
vanished. Yeah.
Uh,
Right. So, just before we finish, where can people find you and support what you do? Where can we buy the book and so on?
um, the place where I seem to be getting the most what's the word reaction is Instagram. So it's at James Neeson author on Instagram.
Mm.
I also have a Facebook group which is Mental Health for Metalheads,
All right. Okay.
which you can join on Facebook. That was originally my Instagram title as well. I didn't want it
Yeah.
to be about me, but I accidentally got banned because I said the word suicide in a post and I didn't know you were violating
Yeah.
community standards.
Yeah.
Um, and you can buy the book on Amazon, Barnes and Nobles,
Mm.
Walmart's websites, Blackwell's, and Booktopia if you're in Australia. Um, on June the 1st, hardback, July the 1st, paperback Kindle. Um,
Mm.
and if it's all right, can I just give a quick shout out to a few
Of course, you can.
friends? I've been trying to what's the word? Share the love and not make it all about me, because it's really like a team
Yeah.
effort. So the book was edited by Paul McNamee, who is the False Face on YouTube. He's done interviews with like Nick
Mm.
Barker, Rick Maya,
All right.
and he's he's got more interviews with metal musicians coming. So if you like this
Yeah.
show, you like him as well.
All right.
Um, I had a beta read, test read by Mike Lodano from the Grab a Stack of Rock podcast
Yeah.
on YouTube. The interior, so that the front cover is by Ed Repka, the king of thrash metal arts.
Yeah.
Peace Sells, Rust in Peace, Leprosy, Scream Bloody Gore, etc. But the internal illustrations are by an artist called 1024 on Bandcamp. He does kind of extreme music influenced by like the
Mm.
Berserker and Napalm Death and
Oh, the
um,
Berserk. Yeah. Incidentally, yeah, I know their guitar player quite well. Eddie's actually a, a solicitor and barrister in Australia.
That's you wouldn't expect that. You'd
No,
expect robot maker or serial killer.
yeah, but no,
Yeah.
solicitor.
Uh,
Quite
I,
well respected, apparently, as well.
wow. It's like Queensryche's guitarist ended up being a commercial airline pilot, and you're like, really?
Yeah.
The guy who
Mm.
wrote most of Operation Mindcrime just flies
Yeah.
planes for
Yeah. Well, I
right.
mean, Danny Spitz from Anthrax went to
Watchmaker.
become a watchmaker. Yeah.
Yeah. Uh, um, Yeah. So, and obviously, shout out to Kate Quinn from Heavy Metal Therapy, which we
Hmm.
mentioned already. Very, very grateful.
I'll tell you,
Um,
said hello on Friday.
and then also the CEO from the charity Metalheads Against Bullying did an
Mm.
afterword to the book as well. So just I want to give a credit to everyone and not
Mm.
I'm not doing this interview for my own self. It's to promote a book
Oh,
that
yeah,
was
absolutely. Yeah.
a team effort and that's trying to
Mm.
help metal related charities and stuff.
Yeah. All right. So, James, thank you for your time. And
Thank you for having me.
yeah, not a problem at all. So, yeah.
Enjoy your Zyklon and Richelieu and Acid Rain.
Oh, yeah, will do. All right. Thank you. Thank you very much. All right.
Bye.
Cheers. Bye.